Good morning. Welcome to the Heart's Frontier. I'm Kate Graham, and if this is your first time joining us, then welcome. This is a space where we explore what's on our hearts and beyond them. I do collective energy oracle readings, which today is one of them. I'm going to need to let go of this flower soon, but it's so magnificent that it keeps changing shape. And I just wanted to show it's got this like beautiful, perfect little bend in it that happened because of the way it was sitting on the glass. And I thought it was stunning because I was like, it's probably doing that because it needs something, and there's only so much I can give to it. But it's doing this bend and actually ends up looking much more artful. And it was sort of a testament to the type of energy. I didn't know I was going to say that when I just looked at this flower, but it's sort of a testament to the energy that I've been feeling today, which is basically making amends with the way things have been and appreciating them as the artistic journey of your life. And so the way that life has shaped you and molded you, the way that things have gone, the way relationships and experiences and career and your health, all those things, the way that those have gone in your lifetime have been shaping you into this unique creative individual. It's like it's sort of I, I'm going to read some oracle cards to see what else comes through of this message, but it basically just feels like, it's been designing your life. All of these experiences have been designing your life for you. And so you're meant to have an appreciation rather than to see yourself in any type of victim, in any type of, suffering. Because look at this, I mean, by all logic, this flower has been sitting there for days. So it's like fully, opening and kind of it's reaching some peak to end of its cycle. And it's even more magnificent. And so this could also have to do with aging and your experience of aging. I have many friends who make fun of the fact that I actually really look forward to most steps along the aging process. Um, and of course, there are darker elements to that everyone needs to consider. I think I considered a lot of that when I was a kid. So, like, as I've gotten older, I've just really been enjoying sort of meeting up with my soul age and um, the process of aging beautifully and aging gracefully, but also just aging with character and allowing yourself to have definition. All of your experiences, they live in your body and on your energy. And in a sense, they are crafting you to be like this beautiful masterpiece. Okay. I also definitely wanted to talk about manifesting and creating the world. Ooh, my stomach is growling. And creating the world that you would like. It's interesting. I grabbed past life cards and opened them up because I normally wouldn't do past life cards for an oracle collective reading. But let's just see. Apparently, we're starting with past life. This is a very unusual thing. I don't think I ever would have done this actually. Okay. Daily energy reading. I'll let you all know as well, just for all of these readings that I do, just take what hits you in the heart and what resonates with you and just leave the rest for someone else because this message may not be entirely for you. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oop, whoa. Okay, this makes a lot of sense actually. I was just doing some research this morning deeper into my star, my astrology birth chart. It's something that I kind of dip in and out of because it's such an expansive study and it's so much to actually learn. And that's just as it relates to me, right? So then to relate that to how everyone else might be, it takes lots of layers of thinking, which I enjoy doing on the side. It's not something that I study or necessarily um, will pursue in profession, but that's just because I love the work I'm currently doing: the hypnotherapy, the oracle, the shamanic work, and empath energetics. Um, and if you like and subscribe and follow, or if you comment or things like that, I'll know that you're here and your energy will be much more intertwined. And so these readings will likely hit you in the heart much more. You'll be tuning into this collective energy that I'm channeling. And so, yeah, take a subscribe and follow, like and comment if if it's not your first time here and you want to make sure you get notifications, make sure the notification bell's on. I'll be live tomorrow, Wednesday. I'll be live, and I think I'm gonna do just like open oracle readings. I will talk empath readings as well, and the Empath Energetics Scholarship. Just send me a message if you would like the opportunity to take Empath Energetics for free. I have a few people. I think we have like a decent number there already, but I would be happy to accept any more scholarship applications if finances are the only thing holding you back from doing this deep work. So back to the reading. Today, these past life cards are lessons and blessings and galactic. So this makes a lot of sense. Like I said, I was doing a lot of astrology study this morning, and the lessons and blessings really fits with this whole, no matter what has happened in your life, the energy of today is to embrace it all as creating a life for you that is colorful and magical and that is divinely meant for you. It's shaping you to be the masterpiece of all of your learnings and teachings and experiences. So, lessons and blessings. This makes a lot of sense because I think often we can just view things as, okay, I don't want to repeat that mistake. I've learned that lesson. I don't want to do that again. But, do we actually talk about the blessing of understanding those lessons, right? The blessing is we actually can recognize and then never do that again or never have that happen again, or we know how to get out of it quicker if it were to happen, whatever that thing is. And then galactic, this could also be about returning to some awareness of your star chart. I feel like it actually is that it's not necessarily a past life reading, but just that those cards happen to be in here. And so my deck was like, pick me. Um, And so the galactic idea basically is that, when we're born, I mean, you can go with me on this or not. You can tell me what your belief is on astrology because I know there are lots of beliefs. This is just how it makes sense to me because I thought about this a good long time. I was like, how the heck, how the heck does astrology even work or make sense? Because I continued to see it as relevant, and yet it's like that doesn't really make sense logically. What I like to think about astrology is that the day that you were born, the exact moment that you were born, energy, an imprint of the stars and the energy around it was so queued up that we are constantly guided by sun and moon cycles. I think we are also guided by star cycles. Clearly, there is like the planets, they all have this effect on us. So if you could imagine that new life and opening into the world is such an expansive moment, is such an enlightening moment in our lives to just open our eyes into the world for the first time. Um, however we left our mothers, right? It is we open our eyes and we take in all of this light. And part of that light, in a subtle sense, is all of the stars and all the planets beaming into you in this one moment. So if you can go with me on that, um, the specific placement and the way that they interact continues to be the way that you interact with things because this is your first absorption and understanding of the world. And so I was really looking into some things um, you know, related to struggles or challenges that I've been having, maybe doubts or curiosities as well that I was experiencing. And when I look into the astrology, I went to lean towards, what are my strengths? What are the things that I can do more of to bring me more of what I desire and what I want? And so that may be a message for someone to take a look at. And I'm really, I'm drawn to the fact that there's a sun and moon here. So you might want to look at your moon. Yesterday was Moon Day, Monday, Lundi. So moon's all about emotions, which is why it's really rough, sometimes to have Monday meetings and things because you can feel actually really like you just need to be in your own emotions and in a sensitive sort of spot. And today, Lundi Maldi, so it's Mardi, which means it's Mars Day. And so Mars Day is really actually about strengthening up, building your strength, building your resources, And in a sense, it could also be about facing conflicts. So I was having like an internal conflict. And this morning I like came out warrior style, and it really is helpful actually that here in Scotland, in the Highlands anyway, it's already like really bright when I'm waking up. And that just makes me feel really good. I haven't lived at this latitude, longitude, this height. Tell me what that is. I'm not so sharp with my geographical terms here. But I haven't lived this far up in the world, in layman's terms. I haven't lived this far up in the world before to be able to get so much light. So I'm going into a season now of now until probably like August, September. I'm going to have many, many, many hours of light in the day. And so I'm really excited for that, actually. I think there's a lot of work that we can do working with the sun and working with the moon. So to get more light, exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so I am in awe of the magnificent guidance that is available to me. And when you think about it, if all of the things you've done in life is because you've felt like it, the more that you live this intuitively guided life, then the more you can really recognize how things are meant for you, whether they come in clean, easy to understand packages or not. And then this other one is also really great. And again, there's stars, sun, moon, or just moon, stars and moon. It says, when I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. So not only is this an energy of, today you're meant to take charge and appreciate, the pathway your life has taken to lead you into this beautiful masterpiece that you are today, and also to recognize you don't need to put pressure on yourself literally anymore. All you need to do is continue getting yourself into soul alignment, spiritual alignment, and energy alignment, because then you are guided. And so it is actually much easier to continue your life path in a place that feels supportive. Let me pull a Whispers of Love card here for us. Yeah, love who you are. That is totally the vibe. It's totally the vibe today. Love who you are. And, then you're going to love your life. Love who you are, this beautiful life that you're currently living. If you're on this channel, there is definitely at least some aspect to your life that is so much better than the way it used to be. I really do feel that. I feel like this is a collective, a group of people who have made a lot of healing and growth changes in their life. I know I myself have done that. And it's like really mind blowing actually to think of where I would have been a few years ago, a few years before that, a few years before that on my soul journey, and how much more myself I feel. And so, love who you are fully, love all the things that have happened to you from birth till now, right? It says you are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. And how the heck are you going to receive these wonderful things if you can't recognize how wonderful your current life also is, right? So, that is the energy that I'm feeling for today. And so, what else do we need to know to keep manifesting this beautiful life and to get more and more and more? But please don't get me wrong. I don't mean more and more and more, like more acquisition just for acquisition's sake. It can be very dangerous for us to want to just acquire and have and acquire and have and not just receive what is actually divinely meant for us. Now, if you feel you are divinely meant for more, this is something that I feel, um, then part of it is actually, you have to see where on the spectrum you are in your willingness to receive and your wanting versus your like desiring, right? So I know that I have more on the way and more incoming. And so, in order to actually claim these things, I actually have to build desire. And one thing that I talked about a few years ago with my parents was, um, you know, because money and material matters were just not actually that interesting to me, it felt difficult to claim that I really wanted to acquire them. And so finding that deeper purpose as to what does that lead to and why else and where does that come from has been a really beautiful journey. And it's led me actually deeper and deeper towards my true expression rather than some expression based on the world around me or on what society would dictate that I should want. And actually, I think it's it's opened me up to receive much more than I normally would have set myself up for. Because I would have set myself up for a normal existence, and right now I'm setting myself up for actually a little bit abnormal. But it is because it has been shown to me in journeys. This is the path I am meant to be on, and you may be on a really different path. And I know I speak to people here who are on very different paths as well. So this true offering, beautiful. I love this card. True offering. So imagine that all the things you want to take flight in your life, you actually hold as a bird, and then try going out. I mean, it's easy for me here because I live overlooking a city, like I'm on a really big hill. And so I'm going to do this as soon as I'm done the reading, is take everything that I would love to take flight, everything in my life that I would love to just take off and take flight. I'm going to put into a bird, metaphorical bird, and then send off into the air. It says, true offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love, love being this larger energetic entity. And this unbearable cross can feel like, these weights or these personal feelings of responsibility and your duties and your mission, right? Sometimes those things can actually feel more dense than we want them to feel. So offer them up and say, I'm willing to receive anything you have, because birds are like messengers to the spirit realm. In many cultures, we see them as this, they're from the sky, right? So it's like they're communing with the deities, gods, or ancestors, whatever it may be. I think I'll be sending my bird off to my ancestors today. I really feel that, actually. And you might want to look at your ancestral line to figure out where some of your limitations or blocks could be. I've done a lot of that work, but I also know there's a lot more to do. Why else would I be in Scotland? So make this true offering. Do it in whatever way you feel, but you can take that example that I gave if it reaches you, if that feels good to you, and really let yourself tangibly understand that you're meant to be in a co-creation, and not actually feel like you need to be the boss of everything that happens in your life, right? We don't actually get to have that. Ooh, beautiful card. Lord Ganesha, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So this is a way to build that spiritual rapport and connection and that communication with your ancestors, upper world guides, etc. But the obstacles are being removed. Could you just take my word for it? Could you take my word for it today that the obstacles you currently see are being removed? And then how will you behave now that you know that? If that is a fact, and it is, these obstacles are being divinely removed, and you are increasing your connection to spirit. So be unafraid to call in this next level of yourself, because this is a change-making time for you. This is going to be a time where things can look massively different, and the fears of how things have gone in the past, or how things have gone for your family, or how you think things might go, are no longer. One more card. This is kind of a dense one today, but I'm just going to keep seeing what this process is. That is 3. Okay. So these two are very similar. It's the resting tree and Lady of the Mirror. So even though this is Mars Day and you might have like a lot of energy and sort of this like this aggressive get things done type of feelings, I think it's important to also remember that on the flip side of that, you do need to rest. So do what you need to do today to get yourself feeling fired up and to feel like this is true. Your obstacles are being removed. What if life is amazing? Everything that has happened now has shaped you to this current moment. And then you are moving from this point forward in a place of receiving guidance. And so you can relieve the pressure. You also need to take time for patience, stillness, reflection, and non judgment. That non judgment is really an important part of offering yourself up, because if you offer yourself up, but you don't think you're really that great, it's kind of like actually taking some of you down. So you want to offer yourself up as like, I'm a clear channel, I'm ready to go. Anything that comes into my mind is an idea. I will do my best to act on it. And then we have Lady of Lightning. Lady of Lightning does not come up very often because It says surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. So if today or tomorrow or the next day was your total paradigm shift, are you ready to accept that? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to accept that that could very well be true? Okay. So give it a like, subscribe, comment, you know, um, engage with me in some way because it's nice to see that you're here. And the next live oracle will be tomorrow. I forgot actually to put it up on the notification. So I will do that right now before I do the bird thing. I will do that right now. And Empath Energetics again is coming up. We're going to start May 19th with whoever wishes to be in this next round. And so let me know if it is something that is interesting to you. It's a 4-month journey. We do group plus one-on-one work. It's transformational for anyone who's taken it, and it usually has longer lasting effects than they even anticipated, which I love about it. That's exactly why I built it the way that I did, to be quite intensive, because people are like, I'm not really sure. I have taken all these parts in. It's okay. Your mind will do it later. So we do understanding energy, looking at your triggers, talking about life as an empath and the skills, but also maybe the downsides and maybe to understand how to utilize and work with those. Intuition development. We do like psychic development. We talk shadow work, light work. We do archetypal healing throughout the course. I teach pendulums as a big part of things. I teach chakras, emotional frequencies. I teach the healing process. We talk about legacy work. I've designed this legacy workbook. And this is going to be the last Empath Energetics program that I do for a long while because I am guided to write a book and a manual that is not going to be the same process by any means because it's going to be, not group, not one-to-one in that way, but it will be some other way that people can receive this information. And again, I am doing as I'm guided. So there's lots of projects on the go. Empath Energetics, this has got to be the last one for at least the next year or so. So if you're interested, now is a great time because who knows if it'll be back actually, which is so sad. But everything has its reason and its season, its lifetime. Okay, so I'll see you all soon. Hope to see you tomorrow at the live Oracle. And if not, then I hope to see you Sunday when I do the collective energy reading. Again, just let me know you were here, like and comment, and we will chat soon. Okay, take care.